Palantir, PLTR. This one we're up about 8% so far on. Smaller position in the portfolio, makes up about 5% of the weight for the portfolio. We own 7 shares as of right now. In regards to Palantir, our cost base is $8.52. Stock's at $9.20 right now. This is another one of those I would definitely like to build out bigger. I would love to build this sizing somewhat similar to Meta and Tesla over time, okay? And just continue to add shares every few weeks, here and there. Obviously, Palantir is a very volatile stock. This stock can make some big moves. So I'll be more aggressive when it's obviously making bigger downward moves, right? Now, in regards to Palantir, this is a stock that was spending a lot of time in the 6s and 7s recently, for the last number of months in the 6s and 7s range, okay? Could I see Palantir going back to the $6 to $7 range? My answer to that is it's a possibility. I would call it a lower probability now at this point in time, even if the market was to weaken, because Palantir is starting to show profitability and because they're talking about profitability in 23.
The top questions all related to GAAP profitability, with the number one question from Abraham, who asks, when is Palantir going to become profitable?
Well, we're profitable, and we will be profitable this year.
You're going to continue to attract, in my opinion, a new investor class to Palantir that hasn't even considered that stock in the past, because obviously no GAAP profitability. And so there's a ton of investors that if you're not GAAP profitable, they won't even consider you. It doesn't matter what you got going on, doesn't matter your story, doesn't matter your revenue growth, doesn't matter who the CEO is, doesn't matter your product. If you're not profitable on a GAAP basis, they'll say, no, we don't want a piece of you. And so the fact that Alex Karp and the team believe this company is going to be profitable on a GAAP basis now, moving forward, and the more and more quarters they put together where they have a GAAP profitable quarter, the more and more investors are going to flock to the stock, the more and more hedge funds that will start to consider it, funds in general, okay? So it's a possibility, but I would call it a lower probability this one goes back to that $6 to $7 range. And so I'm looking to pick up shares anywhere between $8 and $11 for the stock, and significantly. I'll be happy if it goes back to the 6s and 7s. I'll be more than happy. Sweet, go back there, baby. I'd love to get it under my cost basis if possible, but I think that might be a little tough to get it back to those 6s and 7s now at this point. So I'll just continue to pick up shares aggressively. Anything between 8 and 12, that's kind of my ideal price. I'll buy Palantir, by the way, all the way up to 16. I'm willing to pay all the way up to $16 for Palantir, okay?